For a couple years now, y'all been following us as we've been tearing apart the Eagle Phenix crib dam. It was a wooden dam put in to hold back the Chattahoochee River while they built the stone dam. In case you were wondering where it went, it's about 100 miles away in Montgomery, Alabama. It's been drying in open air sheds for about a year now. And we've been taking care to make sure that it's straight, it's drying right, not too fast. And this is a small portion of what we have. Here we are, warehouse number 2. This is some more of the Eagle Phenix crib dam material, and it's here open air drying. We were careful to save every board from the Eagle Phenix dam. We let them dry, and now we're piling them up. We're kind of going through them now. It's hard to tell what they're going to look like until we flip them over, but they're weathered really nicely. They're all fat lightered, and they make excellent accent pieces for a house. Imagine that as a cased opening in a doorway going into your den. It has augured holes that have been weathered by the water, and the water has cut the board all the way down to the heart. And it would clean. These have not been cleaned up yet. Here's another piece. This one was a facer board. It decked the dam, and you can tell because every 4 feet it was connected to a rafter, and it didn't weather very much. They still have some of the square nails in them. The Chattahoochee River ran over these things since 1865. We saved every scrap of wood. Some of these facer boards are really unique, in that the water carved away the sapwood and left nothing but heart. And you can almost see the water running over this board. It is so beautiful. It still has the original nails. Wherever there was a nail, it made a calcified spot, almost like a big button around it. It weathered into the heart, made a beautiful look. With our help, you can pick out a piece of wood like this out of thousands of pieces that are available. They're all different, so you may have your own special look. We can take it and incorporate it into a piece of heirloom furniture, or possibly do some trim in your house for accent pieces, for a piece of history nobody else is going to have. This is an example of a weathered beam from the Eagle Phenix dam. It's the wooden dam. A lot of times they use mortise and tenon, but it didn't last. In places where they did the augering, the water would weather it back, turn it to a beautiful driftwood gray color, and it kind of has its own look. This would be beautiful in an office, a lobby, a restaurant, and with a certificate of authenticity on the wall, made out of the same wood. It's a conversation piece forever. Along with it being beautiful, there's only so much of it. This is an example of an exposed beam that could be in your living room. This one still has the hand-hewed marks on it. It is a beautiful example of what they had to do back in the 1800s. They worked this timber up, they squared it by hand, and then they had to come in and they had to make it fit into the next piece. This is actually an axe cut. See the taper right here? When this was in the forest, they cut this down with an axe. They rolled it in the river, they floated it down to the Eagle Phenix project where they incorporated it in the dam. That's a museum piece. Here's another fine example of the way the Chattahoochee River in the Columbus, Georgia area weathered this wood however it wanted to. It's got a lot of force right there, and it took and it weathered down into the heart. It makes a beautiful look. None of them look the same. We've got hundreds of uprights and rafters that look like this. If you don't like this one, we're sure we'll find one that you'll fall in love with. We have a lot of smaller boards. When they were building this dam, everything was hand tooled. In 1865, they didn't really have drills. They didn't have saws other than hand saws. This is a board that they hand carved to fit down against the rocks. It went on the toe of the dam and it fit. See how different how uneven it is? But it fit flush against the rocks to keep the water from coming under. It's unique pieces like this that you can find here at Old River Sawmill. How about a side tabletop? It would be awesome. There won't be another one like it. Along with all these pieces come a certificate of authenticity. We pulled it, we stored it, we're going to provide it to you, and we have proof. Give us a ring, we'll schedule a private appointment for you to come by and tell us your dreams. We can help get this crib dam material in your furniture design or your building project. Give us a ring and come see us. We'll be glad to take a look through it and help you fall in love with some.